It shows CryptoLounge crypto market analysis. No, that's wrong because our topic is women in blockchain. Welcome. This is the CryptoLounge, and it's 5 o'clock in the morning, Central Standard Time here in the Lone Star State of U.S. This is Doc Vince, and we're going to talk about women in blockchain, and we do have a special guest for today. So please do stay tuned. Now, if this is your first time here, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell if you're in YouTube so that every time we do a live broadcast, you will be notified. This show will be shared on several platforms. We have YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. And women and blockchain. I see a lot of activities about blockchain. Now we have a lot of women who are really into blockchain all over the globe. And we do have a guest right now who has been really active in the tech world. And I think, without further ado, we're going to bring her in. So let's call her Miss Harry Priya. How are you, Harry?
Hi, I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. Now, for the sake of our viewers, where are you right now? And what's the situation there?
Yeah, sure. So just I will give a brief introduction about myself.
Mhm.
So I'm Hari Priya, and I'm from the country that is nicknamed as the land of diversity, that is India, and I'm a Keralite basically. And I'm a BTech graduate in computer science engineering from SJCT, and I'm a business analyst by my profession.
Mhm.
And I'm part of a Japanese product software company called as Teknowmics. And just a overview about my beautiful family. I
Mhm.
have my parents, who my father is Mr. Hari Kezi and my mother is Indu. And I have a younger sibling also. Her name is Lakshmi. And I'm married to Mr. Radul, who hails from Todupuzha, and he is working as a field engineer at McDermott. And I'm staying with his parents right now,
Mhm.
and he's also having a sister as well. And I'm really blessed to have such a beautiful family. And I'm a person who is very much eager to explore new ideas and technologies. And also, by learning out and by exploring these, I am trying to bring out my hidden talents. So that's all about me.
Now, very interesting. So you are in your parents' house right
Yeah,
now?
my husband. Yeah, right now my husband's parents.
Husband. Okay. Now, how did you start in the blockchain space? Can you walk me through your how things started? What got you into blockchain?
Yeah, sure. So after my graduation, I got an opportunity to be part of the Babylon project. I hope you may know that. It's part of the World Blockchain Hackathon.
Hmm.
And at that time, yeah, it was done by and organized by Miss Anastasia and Gideon. And it was during 2020. So at
Uh-huh.
that time, yeah, I got interviewed by Anastasia, and she gave me an opportunity to be part of this World Blockchain Hackathon in association with the Babylon project as a regional ambassador from India. So it was my first time I was hearing about this World Blockchain Hackathon and all. Even
Mhm.
if I had done some projects, and also even if I had done some seminar papers related to blockchain, I was not very much indulged into those activities. But this 3-day virtual blockchain hackathon gave me a brief idea, and also it helped me to meet some of the blockchain developers as well. And
Mhm.
it was really very much interesting for an young girl like me from India. And also, the main goal was to train and empower 50,000 blockchain developers. That was their aim. So, their ultimate goal was to make those 50,000 developers by the year 2028. And we are
Mm.
working on that right now.
Wow. And what do you think about the blockchain technology?
You know, this blockchain technology, one of the key feature of that is its decentralized nature.
Hmm.
And also, there is no indulging of third party applications. So everything is stored, everything is preserved there, and it is a really safe way to handle the transactions through blockchain. And the only thing I felt was its low speed of transactions and all. But
Hmm.
however,
Right.
even in our country, India, earlier the voting was based on this paper-based system. It was based on the ballot system, right? So now this blockchain technology, it helps us to record the transactions that are being done, so we can avoid those fraud transactions.
Hmm.
So, yeah, so by that mechanism of blockchain and by the evolution of blockchain and this popularization of this method, it
Hmm.
helps to prevent all those uh, what criminalizations and all those fraud transactions that are happening during an election in our country. So that was really a striking point that I felt that this blockchain is really very much important in the field of technology.
You know what? Let me go back if I heard you right. Blockchain used in election currently in monitoring if there are fraudulent transactions being done.
Yeah,
That is implemented by the Indian government or the state of Kerala.
it's by the Indian government.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's crazy because you know what? Uh, I'm sure you already know that there's a lot of talks about using blockchain for elections. It's all over the globe. They're talking about, we have to use blockchain to prevent fraud and manipulation during elections. But I didn't know that India has already a use case. It's
Yeah,
implemented.
it's already use case. Yeah. Even, even this cryptocurrency, it was not earlier allowed in our country. It was not
I know
allowed by the.
it's been banned there for several years.
Yeah, several years it was banned in our country by the Reserve Bank of India. But this recent news and things said that it is not, uh, it can be used in our country. Even, the computer programmers, developers, everyone use these things. But they won't tell in public that we are using cryptocurrency transactions because of the
Mhm.
afraid, because they are in fear that whether the government will catch them or like that. But these cryptocurrencies, they are safe, right? Rather
Right.
than having this cash in hand at time.
I now that got me really interested with India. Other than some of the doctors who manage there on COVID, are really amazing. I have several friends in India, and
Oh,
bright people like you, and knowing that blockchain has been implemented during the elections to monitor the fraud, I'm so excited, and I want to know more about that. If you're part of that project, and if you know more about that, we're gonna talk more about this one because this is very important. The reason why I'm excited with this because let me share a little thing about what I did in the Philippines. I tried to introduce blockchain for birth certificates because
mhm.
that's one of the problem we're in. It's very difficult to get those birth certificates, and the waiting time's too long, and some are being fabricated, manipulated, and even not truthful. So once you have that in the blockchain, it's the word is immutable. That's the word. Anyway, talking about blockchain differently on your side. Now you talked about how you started in blockchain, and right now you are with how do you pronounce Technomics? That
Yeah, Technomics, it's a software
so
product company at.
what is Technomics, and is that your area of concentration in the blockchain in the industry?
Yeah, yeah. So, giving a brief idea about Technomics, it's a Japanese software product company headquartered at Tokyo, Japan.
Mhm.
And I am working at this Relational Development Center at Kochi right now. And the CEO is Mr. Devdas Parakal sir, and we have two vice president also, Mr. Pradeep Pia san, and the sales head, Mr. Binat Ashok san.
Uh,
So with this, my firm runs in Kochi right now, and it's a actually a log code development. It's a company that is focusing on log code development right now. So it helps us to, and our product name is Ixora. So earlier it was known as SmartDocs. So it is mainly for this enterprise document management collaboration, business process automation and all.
Mhm.
So it helps us to transform the ideas into high impact business applications, and it helps us to what it's a development platform for enterprise digital transformation. Basically, if I'm saying that,
Mhm.
so that is my company mainly focusing upon.
And for you, what are you focusing in the blockchain space other than work? Other than work, what are your blockchain interests?
I'm a fresher right now in blockchain. So my main intention is to do some research works in blockchain. Particularly, I wish to do some projects in blockchain. As I had said right now, one of the seminar papers that I had, it was related to the voting system in India. So, it is actually a great thing to deep dive into the blockchain project because we have a lot of things to explore into that. Even
Mhm.
if we consider that blockchain, as the name indicates, itself, this blockchain itself is a block, it's a unit. So that each of these units can be compressible into several parts, and that each part itself will be a learning for us. So I wish to deep dive into that particular field, especially that voting system, because it's a great, it's like an ocean, if I'm saying.
What specific blockchain are you thinking? Bitcoin, blockchain, Ethereum, ERC20?
Yeah, so these are some of the most popular platforms of blockchain, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if if we consider this Bitcoin nowadays, the trending thing is on the Ethereum, if I believe, because Bitcoin got trashed recently because most of our Indians, everyone were commonly using Bitcoins and all,
Mm-hmm.
but due to some reasons, it got trashed, and some of the Ethereum, it's getting uh, developed due to this metaverse and all.
Now, you are having several projects, and I think one of the things that also saw on your activities is that recently you were awarded to be. Uh, Maybe you could share more about that.
So you're speaking about my recent award as part of that Women in India Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so basically, that Women in India Chamber, it is a national business chamber for women. So it helps us to boost and build the women's entrepreneurship and businesses through greater engagement with governments, institutions, global trade and networks. So it's a worldwide network. So I got a chance to be selected as the state president from my state as part of the Information Technology Council. And I am part of that council, and under that council, there are among 20 members and all. And the person who gave me this opportunity was the founder and director of this Women's in India Chamber of Industry and Commerce, that is Dr. Harbin Arora. She
Mm.
was the one who motivated me. And one thing I wish to say in this show is that the mainly the stone that helped me to guide through all these things was the women in tech network, that the CEO Anna Radulski mom, she motivated me in all my hardships and all my success stories, everything, and she was the one who gave me uh, a stand like this. Because
Mm.
of her motivation only, I'm doing a show like this in front of you right now, because earlier I was not a girl who has the courage to speak out things, but now I'm confident enough to stand enough and speak out to the world.
Congratulations on that. How do you see the adoption of blockchain in India?
Um, in the adoption of, there are several challenges in the adoption of blockchain in India. Particularly, it's because of the reputation challenge, and also the one of the main highlight is to say that the lack of skill sets,
Mm-hmm.
because people may not have the right knowledge, because there are several websites that will be telling about blockchain and all, but due to the lack of proper guidance and lack of proper skills, this blockchain adoption is getting that is not much higher in India compared to other countries, if I say. And also the lack of scalability and inefficient technological uses as well. So if we have the proper guidance and if we have the proper skill sets, then I'm sure we have that all the paths to make the blockchain a well flourished one in India as well.
Challenges of being a woman in blockchain.
Yeah. So the challenges is not only we are facing in blockchain, but also in every sectors as well, if I could say.
Hmm.
Uh, you know, we should have uh, there should be a person who should be ready to introduce us before the world, right?
Hmm.
So if we have, so right now I came to blockchain only because of those two persons who introduced me to that World Blockchain Hackathon, and that was Gideon and Anastasia. So they said that there would be some challenges like that, and but being a woman, we should have the right potential, and we should have the right network
Mm.
to learn all those things. So if we have a blockchain network, for example, if we have a blockchain network in our nearby area, and if we have a mentor like that, then we will be able to develop and flourish our skill sets. So by doing so, no one will be able to deteriorate us in the saying that you don't have those adequate skill sets to indulge into this blockchain project, or you don't have those uh, potential to do a big project like in blockchain, because it is a vast thing. It is like a sea.
Hmm.
So the key point is the knowledge and our mindset to learn the things. So that is one of the main challenge that a woman face.
Right. Now, Harry, what do you think personally? What is the future of blockchain? What does the future hold for blockchain industry in your ecosystem?
Yeah, so this blockchain has a wide potential to rise because due to its tokenization and all, it
Mm.
has some of the emerging channels that they can pave way to success. And also, we have a lot of this metaverse, NFTs, everything is linked right now to blockchain and all. So, if we consider this as a single technology by uh, mixing up all those technologies, all those features and all, it is having a high enterprise future right now, especially in the field of information technology and all. We
Mm.
can do abundant of things by this thing. So it is having a good future, in my opinion.
Now we talk. You say that there's a good future for the technology itself, but for the technology uh, to be going into that a bright future, you should have people who's professionals. For them to know what blockchain is and what do you see the future for people who are interested as a professional blockchain specialist, or is there a future for them in a way that if I'm interested in blockchain, and
Mhm.
do I have to be a developer, or do I have to be something that what do you think?
Yeah, so this blockchain technology is going to revolutionize our industry right now. And also, as I had said, right, there is an aim for this WT hackathon. Like, there is a lack of blockchain developers in our country. So, that is the main thing. So, if we have that right amount of blockchain developers, you know, uh, it is going to be doing wonders right now. So, uh, that
There's,
point, hmm.
I know there's really a shortage of blockchain developers at present, and there's a lot of projects. It seems that there's a lot of demand, but there's less of a supply of developers. And the thing is, when you talk about blockchain, it's not just being a developer, but having a good, uh, should I say, good background of what blockchain is, and in the different industries that it could be applied. Now, um, I'm this is the thing that that I one of my advocacies is to talk about blockchain. Now, what is your advice to those people who are listening right now or who will be listening,
Yeah,
who are intrigued about blockchain and who wants to know more about blockchain?
yeah, sure.
What is your advice to them? And
Yeah,
yeah, I'll give the floor to you.
yeah, sure. So, my advice is like I'm not a person to say that I'm a blockchain expert, but in my own experience, within these 3 to 4 years in this in this blockchain path, I can say is that this blockchain will uh, take a digital leap in the coming years. So everything is getting digitized and everything is getting revolutionized day by day, and all our manual efforts are changing right now. So, if we have the mind and if we have this willpower and self confidence to, at least we have to develop and find a good mentor like you in this blockchain and all. Yeah. So, it will be a great thing for them. And also, we should have the passion to learn all these things. So, without passion, we cannot learn anything. So, so one key thing is we should have a good mentor and we should have the good passion to learn it. And also we should be trying to develop some real life projects in my own way rather than just by hearting some theory and just delivering it out. It is not a big thing. We should try to do some real life projects. Then only we will understand how complex it is.
Mhm.
So, so for doing that real life project, we need a good amount of research as well, in my opinion. So, what is your opinion about that? In doing a real life project in blockchain?
What? Excuse me. What?
Yeah,
You're asking me what is my opinion about what?
yeah. So there are some real life projects that we could do in blockchain,
Oh
right?
yes.
So I wish to know from a blockchain expert like you.
I'm not a blockchain expert. I'm just an advocate. But real life. One thing that I'm interested is the supply chain, and it has the blockchain itself. It has solved a lot of problems in the supply chain monitoring from the farm to market. It has been used in several countries. One country that is using it is Thailand. Here in the United States, Walmart is using it. So they were able to identify where the product is, where it came from, and the different spots. And it really solves a lot. Supply chain is one. The other thing is supply chain, even in medicine, from knowing where the source of the medicine is. That's one thing. And in healthcare, for example, medical certificates, you would be able to determine if a medical certificate is um, fake, authentic, or what. So there are several things, and these are just superficial talks
Yeah,
about blockchain. And the new interesting use case that I heard today is using blockchain in elections.
yeah, really,
Yeah,
I'm also very much interested.
goodness, that really solves a lot of problem. The duplicates of votes. I,
Yeah, the fraudulent risk.
yeah. So I mean, these are just simple things, and there's more into blockchain that we really have to focus on. And there's a bright future into blockchain. And I'm so happy that you are into it and being an influencer to everyone, not just to women. Because for me,
Yeah,
it's not just to women, it's in being an influencer to everyone. And I see a lot of kids who, if they're watching this, there's a bright future for us. And what
yeah,
do you think
sure.
about Web 3? I just jumped into Web 3. It just came into my mind, and the role of Web 3 and blockchain.
Uh, so regarding that, I'm not very much familiar with that. So I
Okay,
don't wish.
that's okay because
And
we go to Web 1, Web 2, wherein our privacy sometimes are being mined, our data, but with Web 3, the future, we are owners of our data, so they cannot just go in and get our data, but rather it needs permission coming from us, and we could even tokenize it, and that's where blockchain
Yeah, and
plays.
also, that blockchain application smart contract, right? That is also
Yep.
very much, I'm very much interested to know about the smart contracts as well.
Imagine real estate, smart contracts, blockchain. Once you have your real estate into blockchain execution of smart contracts, it lessens the bureaucracy. I think Miami is using uh, smart contracts for real estate. I'm not sure. I'm going to read more about that. So,
Yeah,
Harry, you want to add more?
yeah. Also, it will help us to simplify this international trades, voting mechanisms, then some token-based smart contracts for crowdsource funding and all. So, like that, everything will be updated through the blockchain, and there will not be any indulgence of the third parties. So once everything is updated, it cannot be changed. So that's the peculiarity of blockchain. So everything is stored in that digital ledger.
Hmm. Yes, and the thing is, what most don't realize is that it's not just decentralized, but it's distributed, it's cryptographic. So if the hacker tries to change something on the data, he has to hack not just one, but all the nodes in the blockchain. And that requires a lot of time, money. They would rather just go, doing something else. Anyway, this has been a great conversation, Harry. Now, I'm
Yeah,
going to ask you for your final thoughts, anything that you want to share our audience, even, you could give a shout out to help to anyone that.
yeah.
So go ahead. I'll give you the full screen.
Yeah, sure. So just I need to say about that with the Web3 technologies, which is the current one. So Web3, that is AI, IoT, and blockchain. So it is a combination of this all the three. So these are the crucial foundations. So this blockchain, as I had already said, it helps in decentralized data storage and foster in the world in virtual world. So, all these three crucial foundations, as I had said right now, they can be mixed up, and all those features can be clubbed together, and we can build a new universe itself. Even if it's a virtual one, we have all the if we will be having all the limitations as well. But if we have the right set of skill sets, we will be able to do it in a great manner. That's my thing that I wish to say. And also, I would love to thank Mr. Vincent for giving me this opportunity right now because it's really, it's really interesting to talk things with similar interest.
I was on mute.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Anyway, hey, thank you about those, Harry. And now, how can they reach you, your social media, if if they want to connect?
Yeah, they can reach out to me through LinkedIn. I'm very active on that. And also, mail is also enough. And I'm also in Discord as well.
Okay, Discord, nice. So, were you able to visit the NFT gallery or Metaverse that I shared?
Yeah, I was just signing it up and I was about to upload my avatar at that time. I will take a look into that very soon.
Oh, okay. Because that's where probably the future is, the metaverse,
Yeah,
blockchain, NFTs, and you mentioned about IoTs, Internet of Things, going
yeah,
to the fourth industrial revolution, probably in the fifth. And
yes.
things for these things to go into full bloom, we need to have a good internet.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, and number two, we need people like you who are very passionate into blockchain. And I would like to thank you for being here. This is an honor for me. And hopefully we could talk more about, things about blockchain. And kindly set up a MetaMask,
Yeah.
because once you have that, I'm gonna share something to you. This is what I usually give to my guests. That was
Mm-hmm.
a couple of months or years ago, but right now I went to going back on doing this. So just give me a few seconds to share this. and it's an NFT or a non-fungible token.
Oh, thank you.
And it's right there in the blockchain now. Just a token of appreciation. I'm not gonna sell it privately, but what I'm gonna do once I have your address in MetaMask Ethereum, I'm gonna transfer it to you, and just a token of appreciation. So thank you so much, Harry, for being
Yeah,
here,
thank you.
and to everyone, stay safe, be safe. God bless you all. Think about blockchain. This is me, Doc Vince, and Harry with me as my guest. Signing out. Bye bye. Harry, don't go yet. We're gonna talk a little after this one. Bye
Yeah,
bye.
sure. Bye bye.